Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for another Social Sports Pad podcast. This is Ricky alongside Ben, and we're here to talk about some football.
Oh yeah,
The wait is over, the preseason is done. Now it's time for regular season and some football fun.
I can't wait.
Oh, me neither. Thursday night, the Buffalo Bills take on the Los Angeles Rams in a absolute slobber knocker.
Mm.
So we're going to talk about that game today. We're going to talk about a couple of games in week 1 that me and Ben are totally looking forward to. We're going to talk about some of the contract goings on in the NFL, some of that news, and we're also going to talk about a couple other things in the NFL that come up when we check the news. All right, so let's get it started. All right. First and foremost, we're gonna definitely talk about Thursday night. The Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Last time we saw both of these teams, the Los Angeles Rams were high on the hog, lifting the Lombardi Trophy and being our defending Super Bowl champions. And the Buffalo Bills, Patrick Mahomes, showing the guys at home how it's done. 13 seconds is all you need.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Ain't no Minuteman going around there.
Nah, you don't need no minute man for that.
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen now he just carries paper money on him. No coins at all around him.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man, I absolutely see this matchup being an absolute slobber knocker, barn burner, whatever you want to go with. A lot of people are saying that this might be the preview of the Super Bowl this year. I mean, it might. Both of these teams are definitely very, very good. Making a few moves in the offseason to really improve. The Rams picking up Allen Robinson to basically take care of the loss of Robert Woods, who they didn't have down the stretch. And losing Odell Beckham to the ACL tear during the Super Bowl. Definitely think Allen Robinson is a good receiver, good possession receiver. Definitely take some of that stress away from Cooper Cup. Uh, definitely, I definitely like Bobby Wagner replacing Von Miller in that linebacker core. Like Bobby Wagner is one of my favorite players in the NFL. Definitely love his work ethic and everything with him. So like I'm rooting for him. The Bills getting Von Miller. I mean, to me in the beginning, I saw it as a head scratcher due to Von's age and his durability over the years. Um, but like looking into it, he brings a level of leadership to that defense, a winning personality to that defense. And I definitely feel like with the youth uh in Buffalo, they're definitely going to hopefully absorb all of the knowledge that Vaughn has, like a sponge, and make a top tier defense and elite. We'll talk about them for 20 years down the road type defense. What do you
I think
think?
they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be a force to reckon with. If
I mean,
not, then that's the problem because I really think that their defense is way better than their offense. I mean, their offense is good, but that defense. Man.
yeah, both teams are very solid. It is definitely the matchup to look forward to in week 1 for everybody. couple different matchups I'm looking at in that game alone. I'm looking at Aaron Donald in that defense, how they're going to try and contain Josh Allen.
Are
Um,
they are they gonna miss Von Miller? You think or no?
I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, Bobby Wagner is one of my favorite linebackers in the NFL right now. Um, he's all over the field. I almost want to say that Bobby Wagner is an upgrade on Von Miller. Von Miller's more of like the mental aspect, where Bobby Wagner's just a physical.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not saying that if I were a general manager somewhere and somebody was like, "Oh, you know, you would have one or the other," would I be disappointed in my defense with either one of those guys? No. Um, I'm I'm just saying, like with the Von Miller signing for that level of money, I definitely, I'm kind of, kind of leery on that, because, only because of his age.
Yeah, his age is definitely up there. I think he had a resurgence. I think he was just happy to be where he was. I mean, he might do the same. He might have the same effects on Buffalo, but I don't know.
I just think with him, it's gonna like radiate a bunch of leadership. Um, because Buffalo last year, they drafted the two pass rushers, and and with Vaughn's level of play that he had in Denver, and even during the playoffs in Los Angeles, I definitely think that they would benefit from that.
Oh, Buffalo's going to benefit from Von Miller. I mean, he'll be a presence. I mean, everybody will be paying attention to him.
Oh yeah,
So
I mean
it'll
he's
make
not
everybody
gonna,
else better.
he's not gonna be, you know, forgotten in that defense. They're definitely gonna key and make things a lot easier for that defensive line. Um, and on the other, God, on the other linebacker core, like I just like even in talking, I'm like, okay, Von Miller, you got Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano, like, that is, that's a fun, this is a fun defense. And I mean, the big thing right now with Buffalo that's a glaring weakness, is just not having Tre'Davious White. But I mean, also lost Tre'Davious White during the season last year, and it didn't really cost us much anything. So I mean, that's my other matchup that I'm looking at is Matt Stafford and Cooper Cup versus the Buffalo secondary, just to see kind of how it plays out. Like I definitely see a lot of success through the air for both guys, Josh and Matt. Um, I definitely see this as a game that both teams combined to score for over 80 points. Um, so like betting man, I'm taking the over on this. Um, I mean, I'm rooting for my Bills. I'm a
I
Bills fan.
mean, I can see the Bills winning.
I mean, I hope they win. But would I be disappointed either way? No. Um, I mean, last year we talked about the Bills as potential Super Bowl contenders, and which they were. But they came out last year against the Pittsburgh Steelers and were flat. Kind of hoping that does not happen. I definitely want to see the uh, playoff Buffalo Bills instead of the ones where every sports analyst was like, okay, what's going on with the Buffalo Bills? Are they even going to win the AFC East? That was what they were talking about beginning or middle of last year.
Oh,
And
they're
so
gonna win, definitely.
I mean, with Miami, just their upgrades there. Like Miami was not a bad team last year. All right, like by all means, um, but every team in the AFC East got better. Every team in the AFC West got better. Like the AFC overall got so much better. Uh, I definitely see an AFC East or an AFC team rather winning the Super Bowl. I mean, I see. I want my Bills to win, obviously.
Well, of course you do.
I mean, just like you want your Commanders to win.
Oh yeah.
I mean, anyone who's a sports fan want their team to win. Or the Patriots to lose.
Well, who doesn't want the Patriots?
Yeah, it's like Patriots and Cowboys. We want you to lose and lose badly. So I mean, other than that, let's kind of go over what what we look for. Like, let me pull up the schedule. All right. It's like Saints and Falcons. That's gonna be Saints easily. Um, Browns and Panthers. I'm kind of curious in that game, but I'm less like, eh. Like I'll check the highlight reel, but it's not one I'm just gonna like. All right, let me get my Sunday ticket on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Niners Bears. It's gonna be Niners easy.
Niners easily. Oh
Bengals Steelers. Bengals.
I'm going Bengals.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. Definitely going Bengals.
There's
That
too
that.
many questions about the quarterback position in Pittsburgh.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say like this also has the potential of being like the spoiler for one of those parlay cards, because like the Steelers have always been a physical team, and like as long as they stay physical, they have a chance.
Yeah, but how good is their offense, really?
We shall see. I mean,
They've
any given
lost a lot of
Sunday,
players.
yeah.
They've lost Ben Roethlisberger.
That's no
They
big
lost
loss.
Juju. Juju's a big loss. But
When
the
he's
Steelers don't
healthy,
really
I
have a
mean,
quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. They have Mason Rudolph. Isn't he the starter?
no, it's Mitch Trubisky.
That's even worse.
I don't know. I would rather have Mitch Trubisky than Mason Rudolph.
Which Trubisky's showing up is the question.
Fair. Is it the NVP? I think that's what they call him. That Nickelodeon valuable player, or is it going to be the guy that was in Chicago? I mean, that's Chicago. We all know my
Yeah,
thoughts about Chicago right now. Like Chicago is playing for number one.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
in a horrible situation. They're just as a team, they suck really. I mean, I don't see Justin Fields being their answer. They have a lot of other issues going on. They have a lot of off-field issues going on with rumors of them leaving Chicago and building their own stadium on the outside suburbs of Chicago. Yeah, there's a lot of going on. They finished 6-11 last year. I think they're going to do worse.
Yeah, again, they're my team that almost feels like a lock for the number one draft pick this year. I'll definitely go out on a limb and say that.
Surprisingly, Washington is not the favorite to beat Jacksonville.
Well, that's also they lost what they don't have Chase Young for 4 games.
I mean,
Um,
he wasn't that big of a deal last year because he wasn't doing as good as he should have in his
and
that
then
he
he
did
got
in his
hurt.
rookie year.
So
Then he got hurt, but we should beat Jacksonville. There should be no reason why Jacksonville's the favorite.
I think they're Carson Wentz. Yeah, calling a negative on that. Yeah. Eagles and Lions. I kind of like this matchup. I like what the Lions have done a little bit. They kind of help themselves out. Uh, I definitely see the Eagles winning. Um, but I definitely think it's going
Yeah,
to be
definitely the Eagles.
closer than everybody thinks. Colts Texans. It's going to be over by halftime.
Colts are definitely winning that.
Yep. Patriots Dolphins. Yeah, I like it. I will definitely want to watch it. I see the Dolphins winning. Uh, but I'm also under the impression that I kind of almost want the Patriots to win, because
I'm
it's a
seeing the
division
Patriots.
game.
I'm seeing the Patriots winning, but I don't see them winning by a huge margin. I really don't think Hill is the answer, and definitely Tua is definitely not the answer.
Definitely not. I definitely thought they would have made a run on Jimmy G for a little bit. Just get a game manager. You know, I mean, that's pretty much all you need right now with the Dolphins, with Waddle, Gesicki, and Hill. Like, just make sure you don't turn the ball over. Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Ravens and Jets. Definitely go with
Oh,
the Ravens on that.
Ravens. Yeah, definitely Ravens. Jets are.
Jags.
Eh.
Jags and Commanders, as you said, the Jags are, you
I
know,
see Washington winning. There's no way Jacksonville wins. I can't. I mean, I'm being biased, but still, there's no way.
it depends on how many times Gibson puts the ball on the ground. You know, like
I
if,
mean, there's other running backs there. I mean, they have this McKissick.
yeah, but McKissick's always been that kind of third down kind of change of pace back. Giants Texans. I'm definitely feeling the or the Titans. Wow. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Titans.
Yep, the Titans. I said Texans for a little bit there. Oh man.
I'll be biased and say I hope the Texans win anyway.
But no,
Who's their starting quarterback right now?
where? Tennessee?
Oh, that's right. It's what's his name?
It's still
Yeah.
Tannehill.
Yeah, it's Tannehill. Okay. I
Yeah.
was getting confused between him and the Titans
I mean,
or the Texans.
like honestly,
Oh, the Titans signed Josh Gordon to the practice squad.
hey, that's a high decision of them. Yeah, thinking
It
very
is.
highly of Josh Gordon.
I don't know how many more chances he's gonna get, but hey.
Hey, everybody deserves a chance if it's not crazy.
Yeah, he hasn't
I
done
mean,
anything.
the Titans defense, I'm using that as my streamer for DFS. Your DraftKings and FanDuel stuff. Definitely see that. Being my defensive choice.
Which defense?
The Titans.
Oh, against New York.
Yep, definitely. I definitely see them getting all over Danny Dimes. Chiefs and Cardinals. I like this matchup.
That's gonna be a tough matchup too. But the way Chiefs have played in the preseason, man, Mahomes looks great.
We'll see. I mean, for me, it's too close a call. Next week when we make our predictions about all the games, well, I'll actually give a stable answer. But yeah, definitely of the 4 o'clock games, that's my pick. to watch. Uh, you know, you put a gun to my head, like, hey, pick one of these games to watch. Yeah, I'm going Chiefs Cardinals on that.
Random
Uh,
off topic Chiefs snippet. I'm looking at their page on ESPN. Apparently, it's a lifelong 5 minutes. It's a long 5 minutes. Chiefs prank rookie wide receiver with phony $22,730 dinner bill.
yeah, just remember, there's a difference between pranking and being Richie Incognito.
Yeah, there is.
But yeah, Raiders Chargers.
Oh, that one's gonna be a good one too, though. I'm going with
Yeah,
Chargers.
I mean, yeah, I'm going Chargers on that too. The other one for the 4 o'clock games are Packers and Vikings. It's going to
Packers.
be. I'm going Vikings.
Really?
Yep, I've seen Aaron Rodgers struggle without Devontae Adams. I definitely feel that he is going to struggle at least this first quarter of the season.
Yeah, there is a lot of news coming out that him and his receivers aren't really on the same page. I
I
can see it.
mean, that's what happens when you don't make any sort of stride to, you know, almost build around, build for Aaron Rodgers. It's like Green Bay doesn't play for, or it's not play, it's their front office isn't trying to get a Super Bowl. They probably could have gotten Allen Robinson themselves.
Yeah.
That would have been a fine target, a fine replacement for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, you don't really have any receivers to throw to.
Yeah. Sunday night is Dallas and Tampa.
I sure hope Tampa wins.
I mean, everybody, everybody wants the Cowboys to lose except for Cowboys fans. I see this being a fun game. Definitely, definitely deserving of the Sunday night time slot. And Monday night, people are going to fall asleep during this game.
I mean, it's Russell Wilson's homecoming game against Seattle.
Yeah, and that's all. That's all they have with it. It'll be over by halftime. People go to bed early. That's it.
Yeah, I see Denver winning. I just don't see why they signed Russell Wilson to a 5-year extension. So now he's apparently, air quotes, going to be there for 7 years, and he has a guaranteed $145 million or some shit.
Hey man, these general managers, they they do some crazy things. I mean, they get paid more than I do to do the job that they do. Yeah, I mean, some of them have alcohol in their water cooler. I mean, Cleveland. But yeah, like they make the choices to try and build the best team for Sunday. Speaking of head scratching decisions from a general manager, let's talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. Like everybody talked about that he was going to be released on on the 30th. Let me, but instead he just restructured his contract to be the highest paid backup quarterback in the NFL. That is, in my opinion, the dumbest sentence in anything that I've read. To be the highest paid backup. I remember. Yeah, I remember back. Back in the day with Buffalo, the Rob Johnson and Doug Flutie thing, that they were like, oh man, they're going to use this guy because they're paying him a whole bunch of money. Use Rob Johnson because they're paying him a whole bunch of money instead of Doug Flutie, who was actually winning anything.
I just don't understand why they re-signed him. Like, I would have thought that he would have been traded.
I think a couple of things with it is one, they don't necessarily believe, I guess, in Trey Lance. I mean, Trey Lance gives them the best chance of winning, but I think they also see him kind of like, if he goes down, what do we have in the quarterback room? Can we win without Trey Lance? And right now, their quarterback room kind of sucks. So I see them, I see it makes a little bit of sense why you keep Jimmy Garoppolo.
I mean, it makes sense in a front office point of view, but also at the same time, you didn't really give him a great sense of promise that he was even going to be there in the beginning. I mean, even he didn't think that he was going to be with the 49ers. It's just, I don't know, it's just a big mess.
It is a mess. I mean, a lot of, but it almost seems like there's a lot of kind of weird smoke and mirror kind of stuff in the NFL with a lot of these GMs and quarterbacks. A lot of the media kind of outplays a lot. And that's probably what happened here. Just the media was just like, okay, yeah, 49ers, what are they going to do? They drafted Lance last year very high. They got Jimmy Garoppolo, here. They're obviously going to move him. And they probably just didn't find anybody that were willing to pay what they were wanting for Jimmy Garoppolo. More than likely. And I mean, Seattle was a destination everybody had for Jimmy Garoppolo, but one, that's trading in the division, and two, with my thoughts, Seattle tanking. I definitely see them tanking. They are not good offensively at all. I mean, they have a wonderful tandem of receivers, but like, you have Geno Smith and Drew Lock competing to throw to your guys. Like, okay, that sucks. Chris Carson just retired, so your running back is Rashad Penny, who's often hurt himself. So it's like, okay.
You don't even hear about his name.
It's just...
Wasn't he with Seattle at the beginning?
Yeah, like, it's just, okay, like, they're...
like, I mean, you got Lindsey out there. Lindsey could get signed. He might be a decent backup. I don't know. I mean, I think they drafted a guy. Not sure off the top of my head, but yeah, like, I just don't see Seattle scoring points. I really don't. Like, them in Chicago, I definitely see are like my 1 and 2 when it comes to the draft. It'll be interesting to see who has the best losing record.
Yeah, the race for the bottom and the race for the top is definitely the wonderful thing. It's going to be a good season. Speaking of good seasons, definitely want to give a kind of like a shout out if you need any sort of NFL apparel to make your season a good one. Definitely click a link in our bio for fanatics.com to definitely get any of your sports apparel needs.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Definitely. If you need any energy drink in your body, you got W. You got W Energy. We have a promo code below as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely need some of that watching the Monday Night Football game.
Oh yeah,
Not gonna lie. So in closing, definitely, Ben, definitely want to thank everybody for listening. Thank you guys as we are looking to improve and get better ourselves to make this podcast product as best as possible. Please,
yeah. Send your feedback. Yeah,
yeah, please give us a any and all feedback. The We are on Facebook, Social Sports Pod uh,
Social
podcast.
Sports Pad Podcast. There's a Facebook page that we made. You can send us messages, comment on posts, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, always, uh, we'll start during the regular season. We'll start reading emails out loud that kind of address any questions that may be had about football. We're also looking to expand into the other sports. We're just very hyped about football right now, but we'll start probably doing some more podcasts for you guys to listen to. Um, Thank you. And basically, we always want to make sure that you have a good season. So, in closing, good season.
Yes, absolutely. You have a wonderful day, guys.